The Seattle Seahawks just get a double dose of good news. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to teams that just kind of get overlooked by the national media. And the Seahawks are a team that we've been following for a while. And PFF came out with an article, Craig, that is just it's great news if you're a Seahawks fan, because it's telling you, hey, here are some two players that you could get in the offseason that just completely change your team. And so we're going to look at that. Plus, we'll do a mock draft to show you that
I'm
the
in.
Seahawks are right there. I mean, we've looked at it a lot.
Oh, they are right there. Get them out of this 9-8 world for eternity.
Yeah, that's exactly. Okay. PFF said, all right, here's your ideal free agent signing. We know Ernest Jones is a guy you traded for. As soon as he gets into your building, your team changes immediately. So it's like, okay, we're going to have to go ahead and get him. And then Mike Green, who I keep seeing him go all over the place. Like, I mean, up, right? Like he's a top 15 pick. He keeps rising. So when you see this, Craig, thoughts on these two guys and what that would mean for Seattle right away?
I mean, obviously that would be fantastic. You know, I mean, I think the secondary for Seattle is very, very solid.
Yeah.
I think the work that they have to do on their defense is either on the edge, on the defensive line, or a little bit in the linebacker room. So it completely makes sense to me. I feel like their offense is really, really set. You might be able to add another piece on the offensive line, but there's actually a lot of good tackles, guard combos that are available in the second round this year. So I think they can go there. So it does make sense to me. And if Mike Green falls to 18, you don't even think about it. You snatch him up, because I think Mike Green is what you were absolutely hoping Nwosu was before he kept getting injured over and over and over and over and over and over again.
It's like,
right? I mean, the hope is that Nwosu's the guy, right? But he's 28 years old. He keeps getting hurt. You still are hoping for him to be the guy, but Mike Green actually is like, no, I'll do it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Dude. And because this just shores up your defense. You know, you've got a defensive minded head coach. The defense was good last year. You saw the adjustments that they made. They stopped the run and really gave them a chance. And so then they can focus on and get better offensively. We can pull that mock draft up where we got a mock draft that we can look at, because once the defense is set up, then the mock draft can show us that, man, you guys can get offensive linemen, protect Geno Smith, run the ball, all these things you couldn't do that almost always leads to not winning. And you still won 9 or 10 games and just missed the playoffs. So defenses will be set, no problem. And then you can move forth with find an interior offensive lineman. It's huge.
Absolutely. But if Mike Green is available, can we look at something?
Yes.
Can I just show you this? You can see this good, right? This is Mike Green at the Senior Bowl. One highlight, and then he bolted. Look at this. Boom. See ya.
No, God, it's not showing for some reason.
Oh, you don't get to see it?
No, that's weird. All right, there we go.
Be there now.
Now I got it.
See ya.
Yep.
Like, just trucks a guy, which is the one thing people are like, oh, I don't know if he can do. You know, that's the one thing people, oh, he's a finesse guy. And he's just like, see ya. So I just thought that was fantastic. The Senior Bowl, and then literally bolted.
Just gone.
Senior Bowl. He's gone. I'm gone. I don't care.
Do you have the mock draft, or do you want me
to
of
course I do.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So can I say something that's unfortunate?
Yep.
We go to PFF. My mock draft capital, right? I like going to different mock drafts, but PFF's my go-to. And he's gone. He's gone.
Right there, 13. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, pick 13, which I think is fair. I think somewhere in that 11, 12, 13 range, I've seen him going quite a bit. I think there's a world in which Will Johnson, if he can fall down for corner, that would be, oh man, you'd have the best secondary in the league. But with all that being said, look at all this talent that's still here, both interior and on the edge. You have guys like Kenneth Grant. You have Kelvin Banks at tackle on the offensive side. Derek Harmon. These are more run-stopping guys, Grant and Harmon. But then you have Mykel Williams, Shamar Stewart, and I actually like Nick Skirton really well. And then we've talked about him, Darius Alexander. Dude's flying up draft boards out of Toledo. A defensive tackle.
Don't know about him. It's a D tackle that Man, you can't. I just don't think you can go wrong ever with offense and defensive line at the top of
I
the.
don't think you can. I think you build. And here's the thing, you know, you have Leonard Williams, right? But opposite of Leonard Williams, your
Yeah.
defensive line needs work. So I am yes, you definitely want an edge, but you want best defensive lineman available. Chris, in your for your money, who's the best defensive lineman available at this spot?
Oh, well, just a quick comment on Kenneth Grant. We're Michigan fans. We
We
watch
are.
him. I think he's overhyped. I think he's a great player. I think he's a big dude that can move, and he's got a couple
Mhm.
really big highlights that keep getting shown a lot. He has that chase down against Penn State that looks really cool, no question.
Yep.
He's got the Washington highlight where the guy kind of steps on another guy and he just blows him up. But
Yep.
I do think I'm not as sold on Kenneth Grant. So I think Shamar Stewart is one that I just keep seeing a lot of that I really like. But what are your thoughts on that too?
Yeah, I actually like skirting a little bit
Yeah.
better because I like guys who produce. But I will say like Shamar Stewart has all, and same with Mykal Williams
Oh
out
yeah.
of Georgia. Like I've seen him going. I think, you know, he's one of those guys that it's more the physicality of it. He's never graded out phenomenal, right? He's never graded out phenomenal. He's a guy who you're just hoping puts it all together, but he's only 20 years old. So that's what you get kind of in this middle of the round. You're
Yeah.
drafting where you're like, the players are either producing, but they might not have some of the measurables, or they have all the measurables, but they're not yet producing. What do you think? Do you trust the coaching staff enough to get it done, or do you do something nuts? I think you're right. Let's go Stewart or Williams. Which
Let's
one
do
you want?
Williams. Williams.
Okay. We'll go Williams, and then let's see what's still available to us, right? And
Ooh,
this
Booker.
this is the yes. Like this is the thing that you're looking at. And when you look at your lineup, right? When you look at your starting lineup, you need help in the trenches on the offensive line. You have Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. When you look out there and you see the defensive secondary, the wide receivers, the running backs that Seattle has, I'd stack that up against any team in the
Yep.
NFL.
Yep. Exactly. That's
It's
why
the
they.
trenches.
Yep. They need that
You need the
interior
trenches.
offensive line. Tyler Booker for sure on that
Done.
one.
Book it. See what I did there?
Booker.
Book it. All right. And then you go wherever you want here. And this is
Ooh.
where you could get weird.
You
This is
get
where you could get
real
weird,
weird with a QB of the future.
right? Like, hey, Geno Smith, he's not getting younger. What is
Nope.
he, 34?
Yep.
Right?
Something like that.
35, like he's still playing well. Everybody says that they love Sam Howell, like the coaching staff loves Sam Howell as the backup quarterback, but when he played last year, he looked really bad. Right? And I actually like Sam Howell too. I think in the right system, in the right thing, he could be kind of like Baker 2.0. But do you think about a Dylan Gabriel here? Or do you just say, nah, let's go tackle and try and put something together on the offensive line? What are you
Yeah,
thinking?
I like now do the Seahawks need a tight end?
I mean, they don't not need a tight end. I mean, you know, Noah Fant's been there for a long time. They
Right.
kind of do the hey, pass specialist, run specialist, you know,
Yeah.
type of deal.
So I don't hate that
Arroyo
either.
actually is kind of a freak.
Yes, for sure. That's the guy I was looking at. I would draft him. I really would.
Yeah, he's not gonna be your run blocking tight end. He's going to be your
Eric
hey,
Ebron.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be a weapon tight end.
Love it.
So, all right, done.
Let's do it.
All right, how do we do? How do we do? B plus. That's not bad.
Yeah. No, those
All
first
right.
two picks I
They
love.
wanted us to draft Jeffrey Bassa instead of Elijah Arroyo. So your pick sucked.
Yep, dang it. All right.
Just kidding. You can't just pick the top guy on the board every single time.
Right. What are we going to do that for? All right. Let us know your thoughts. We'll see all of you on the next one.
See ya.